Hi team, Mike Oldfellas Travels. Well, things have changed a bit. I'll give you a hint. Guys, we're at been at Thames Thicket for a little while now, and look, there's a beautiful gutter out through there. Comes in up there and comes through, and then out through there onto the sand. But all I've caught is blowfish, bloody blowies. Barn's had a fat time, he's pretty worn out. Caught nothing there, says blowfish. We're going to get out of here. We're going to slip down to Preston Beach, I think. We'll see how we go down there, and I might have to throw a review in if we don't catch any fish. We're on the way. The old fella's living up to his... I'm living up to my standards, guys. I know fish. Don't worry about me. So we'll see if I can't break the drought, eh? I'm yet to catch a decent fish and get it on video since I started my fishing videos, you know, part way through this year. I'm better off going back to prospecting, I think. Oh, there's dolphins out there. Well, there's something big stirring the water up out there. I'll keep an eye on it. Surely, would it be a whale? Nah, would it? Well, I don't know. It was big, whatever it is, just coming up the surface of the water. Nah, I'm just seeing things. It's hard to have confidence. It's hard to have confidence, to be honest. I see people come down here on videos catching big fish. I come down here and catch naught. Still, beautiful day out. Better than sitting home watching Netflix, I'll tell you. Come on, Big Taylor. Go, 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 go. By the time you see this video, I might have already been to the goldfields. It's been a bit of a long space between drinks because I haven't been getting much content. Like I said before, I've been stuck in Perth for pretty much a year now, with health issues, you know, vehicle issues, some financial bugs that I've been trying to get through, because my financial plan fell over a little bit. So consequently, I've decided to go back to the goldfields. I'm going to flick up there for a month and then come back and then go up and probably poke away with the new 6000. Excuse me, until about well, basically until it's too hot, till I can't bear it anymore. Also, I'm not taking Barnes to the goldfields. I'm very concerned about Bates and that these days, and he's had so much freedom, and he's always had so much freedom, you know. It's not his thing to be out in the dust and the flies and having to wear a muzzle when he goes for a run and being tied up all the time. But I've got friends up there, but they're leaving early this year, so I'm probably only going to, you know, have company for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, and then I'll be on my own, and it just doesn't work for Barnes. Wintertime's all right, you know, you can have a run in the morning and sleep in the car. He's happy to sleep in the car all day, you know, it's nice and cool, park on tree, and he just dozes away there. But the weather is far from ideal to do that now, and I don't want to take, I've just got a gut feel I shouldn't be taking him on this trip. I'm not sure how I'm going to take leaving behind. It's 5 years, I think it is, coming up to 5 years. You know, he's been by my side 24/7, apart from the trip to the Cape and a 4-day cruise in the last 5 years. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge leaving him again. I hated leaving him when I went to the Cape, and by the time I'd been away 3 weeks, all I could think about was getting back to Barnes. But anyway, it is what it is, and it's for my own peace of mind, because I know they've been baiting pretty regularly up there now, and I just got a gut feel I shouldn't be taking him. So I'll work on my gut feel, and he'll stay at my sister's. He loves it there, and he's got the other dogs with him. So Barnes won't be coming on this trip. I know it's a bit of a swing around, because I wasn't really planning on going back full time, but it is what it is, and I need to scratch the itch. I always wanted to go back a little bit anyway. Just quickly, I'm loving the DMax. I probably would have kept me 76 had I been, had I known I was going to go back to full-time prospecting, but it wasn't in the planning at that stage, and there's a good reason why I'm going back prospecting. But I miss the 76, and I think I'm going to miss it, you know, our prospecting as well, because You know, these are a pretty tidy car. There's a lot of technology. They're very nice, and I wanted, you know, I really, 76 wasn't so, you know, a very simple vehicle, but I'm probably going to nurse this a little bit. I'm very aware that I've got, you know, CVs and I don't have a fixed axle on the front anymore. I don't have good departure and entry angles, so I won't be, and I don't intend to go hard like I did in the like I did in the 76 series, as far as getting out to location. So I suppose you could say I'm going to nurse this vehicle a little bit, because I do want to look after it. It's a really nice car, and it's really not something I want to go out and pinstripe and, you know, and knock around. One thing I'll say, you know, I love the DMax and Isuzu. I sold my other one to my son-in-law before I got a Prado, and then I had a 76 series, but that was a great vehicle. I had around about 270,000 Ks, I think, on it. Unfortunately, I found out yesterday it's been involved in an accident, but it is going to be repaired. Not that it matters, it hadn't been my car for the last 5 years. So I really wanted to get another Toyota. I'm a real Toyota fan, but I had to wait 8 months, I think it was, for a new Hilux, and I wasn't prepared to do that. And my only other option, the only two vehicles I looked at, was the Hilux and the DMax, because I'd had such a good run out of my other one. So, and they had one, the 2024 model, when they were first released. This was the first 2024 model on the ship coming to Australia, and I think there was about 5 left that hadn't been sold, and they had this one in grey in the LSM model, because I wanted to stay where I had the benefits of the more upmarket with the LED lights and that, but also this is the highest model you can go in the LSM, I think it's an LSM, where you still get vinyl floors, and I had to have vinyl floors. I think I've had this 5 months now, and here we are, and the transmission is just like silk. So whether that learning thing is true or not, I don't know, or whether it's a run-in wear thing, I don't know. But the transmission in this now, I can see what gear I'm in on my Scan Gauge 3, which I think is important, and I did a review on that not long ago. But I really don't even know which gear I'm in now, and it changes so smoothly. If I've got music on, I barely feel it, and if I haven't got music on, they are a little bit noisy when you're driving them a bit, and that's come up in many reviews. But I don't think no more noisier than the Hilux, I don't think, or most dual cabs. But I don't even notice the change a lot of the times. I've got the music going and I can't hear the engine. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that. Is it DAS, the automation stuff there, it was improved on this. They weren't real good on maintaining the lane awareness in the previous models, but in the 24 model they got the new camera system on top. I find that works if you're driving and the marking's good on the road. I found it works really well. In fact, sometimes too well, because I've gone to, if it thinks that there's a car too close to the blind spot, you go to change the lanes and it'll actually pull you back in the lane. So I've got used to that. You can turn it off, but I don't believe in turning that stuff off. It saved me from hitting somebody. A bloke stepped out in front of me that by the time I caught him in my eye, I wasn't on the brake, and the car automatically, jumped on the brakes and pulled up. And to be quite honest, the guy obviously jumped back, but to be quite honest, if it had been me, I think I would have hit him, because it reacted so much faster than me. It saved me twice. I must be getting a bit old, guys, in my driving, but a couple of times reversing back, somebody walks right behind your vehicle and it's jumped on the brakes, and I look in the, I have a quick look in the centre mirror, and it's somebody that's just come walking in from the side, and I haven't picked them up. So that cross thing, whatever they call all that, is fantastic. That works really well. I see people say, has anyone had it just come on for no reason? No, I've never had that happen. It warns you if you're accelerating up to a car too quickly. If a car in front's slowing down, you're coming up to lights or into a slower speed area, it'll give you a little bit of warning, and if you ignore it, it'll actually slow you down. So those features work really well, and I think if people turn them off, but I think if people leave them turned on and adapt to them, I think people might save themselves a few dings or a few dollars. but I find that really good. On an open road with, you know, on most highways with, you know, good line markings, I find that, you know, that lane management where you can turn it on to maintain yourself in the lane, it just seems to work a treat. You know, I've had no troubles with that, but on a straight run, when I'm doing a country run, I can't wait to do the Nullarbor with an adaptive cruise control on that across the Nullarbor. I'm doubtful I'll ever have to take it out of cruise control. So that'll be good. But yeah, the electronics seem to be working really well. Touch wood, I haven't had any trouble. One thing I will say is, if you're driving into really bright sun, sometimes is it the ADAS or the DAS system? The safety system, whatever they call it, I can't remember the acronym. But if it's really strong light, and I'm talking about light where you can't see yourself, you know, and you're struggling, in a you know, where a bright sun's quite low, sometimes it does drop off and warns you that that it's not active because the cameras can't see it. And the other thing, in really heavy rain, I read an article before I bought it saying that the wipers cover the full cameras and avoid that. But if it's raining really heavy and the wipers are going hard, I found that it does drop off as well. But really, I think it's only happened once in the rain and maybe twice in the sun in the 5 months I've had it, so I'm pretty happy with that. One thing they've did, it's only a little thing with the new DMaxes, but they've got the assist drop on the tailgate. I love that. One hand, pop it open, just folds itself down. No more dropping down. Oh, I cracked myself a beauty on the knee with my other DMax one time when it slipped as I was letting it down one hand and it belted me fair in the knee. Yeah, I love that. So there's a lot of things to like, and I really haven't found anything that I really dislike at this stage. And we're just under 10,000 Ks, so I think as an initial sort of overview of how the DMax is going, I think I've done enough Ks to qualify, you know, maybe an initial appreciation of the vehicle. I haven't done any bash plates. It's going to be interesting on the first trip because I figure the stones might hammer these factory bash plates a bit, but I've just run out of time. But bash plates will be going on when I get back before I go up again. Alright team, I've jibber-jabbered on long enough. I tend to rattle away a bit. They used to call me have a chat in the army. But I think that's about it. I've ticked off most of the things I wanted to talk about, and yeah, things are looking good. I've got to head off. I'm only about an hour away from getting my tyres fitted. I'm only 2 hours away from picking up my tow bar. So that's it team, Old Fellas Travels. Fishing, touring, prospecting, you name it, and there'll be a video on it. See you guys, take it easy. I hope you pick up with me and follow me the prospecting game for those guys that have sort of lost a little bit of interest because they only follow me prospecting. But we're back on the tools, guys. We're back out there making a living, and I'll be seeing you then. If you want to subscribe, if you like, you like. All good, guys. Always helps the channel, and hopefully the channel will grow this year and I'll be able to give you some great content. I'm out of here. Tyres are waiting to go on here. The new yoke armors. Let's see how they go. See you later, and wish the old fella luck in the gold fields. Oh, it's going to be hot. Woo, I'm out of here.